NASCAR is absolutely electric right now. And it's not just one big story shaking the sport. It's two massive stories hitting the garage at the same time. One will make fans jump out of their seats. The other will make everyone glance sideways, questioning everything. Put them together, and you can feel the tension across the entire sport. Today matters because we might be witnessing one of those early season moments that redefine the rest of the year. The energy inside the garage, fan reactions, and mounting pressure, it all feels different. Something has clearly shifted. Whether you're excited, suspicious, or just trying to process it all, this is the kind of NASCAR Day fans will be talking about for weeks. We'll break down both stories step by step. But first, smash that like button, subscribe to NASCAR Race Central, and help this new channel reach 1,000 subscribers. If you live for the drama, the speed, and everything happening behind the scenes, you're in the right place. Let's start with the first huge story: Tyler Reich's incredible win at Darlington. This wasn't a smooth ride to the checkered flag. Sure, he started on the pole, but the day got messy fast. A slow pit stop on the first green flag cycle cost him track position. Then, a battery change pushed him to the rear at the start of Stage 2. On top of that, his cool suit failed, and Darlington's brutal 400-plus miles were unforgiving. But Reich fought back. And he didn't just win, he dominated. What set him apart? The late race strategy, and how Tyler and 2,311 Racing executed it flawlessly. Brad Keselowski had dominated most of the day, winning the first two stages and leading 142 laps. RFK Racing looked poised to own this race under the new rules. But Reich's team stayed calm, pitted 3 laps later for fresher tires, and executed the winning move 20 laps later, passing Keselowski and stretching the lead to 5.8 seconds by the finish. He led 77 laps total, a statement win. Zoom out, this was Tyler Reich's first Darlington win and 12th Cup Series victory. Even bigger? He now has 4 wins in the first 6 races of the season, a feat only Dale Earnhardt, 1,987, and Bill Elliott, 1,992, ever achieved. History is being made. For 2,311 Racing, co-owned by Denny Hamlin and Michael Jordan, this is monumental. These 4 wins are the most in a single season since their 2021 launch. Michael Jordan himself called Reich's performance unbelievable, and that might even understate it. What's remarkable isn't just winning, it's how they're winning. Different types of races, different pressures, different adversities, and they keep finding solutions. On the flip side, RFK Racing had a huge opportunity slip away. Brad Keselowski was fast, controlling long stretches, while Chris Buescher led 41 laps and showed serious speed. Ryan Preece quietly brought home a competitive 13th place, giving RFK 3 cars in the mix. But late in the race, everything unraveled. Keselowski couldn't match Reich's fresher tires, and Buescher suffered right-side damage after a miscommunication on pit road. What looked like dominance early ended in frustration. Chris Buescher still managed to finish 9th, but it was one of those Darlington days where you can't help but wonder what might have been for RFK Racing, especially with the new package forcing drivers to fight their cars harder than ever. This was a race they really could have won. Other key takeaways from Darlington show how the rest of the field fared. Carson Hocevar stole the spotlight for Chevrolet. Hendrick Motorsports struggled, with Byron as the best at 8th, but Hocevar stepped up for Spire Motorsports, starting from the rear due to unapproved adjustments. Normally, that would put you in survival mode at Darlington, but the team executed a brilliant strategy. Hocevar stayed out longer than anyone under green, with 47 laps to go, got fresher tires, and charged all the way to 4th, a huge result for Spire. Team Penske had a mixed day. Ryan Blaney finished 3rd. Austin Cindric came home 5th, solid results overall. But Joey Logano, one of those baffling races. A 3-time champion, former Darlington Spring winner from 2022. Yet he struggled all day, qualified 29th, went a lap down 34 laps in, and finished 33rd. In a race where handling dropped for many, he never recovered. So while Blaney and Cindric gave Penske something to feel good about, the number 22 team has to be scratching its head. Now, the second story is where the garage really heats up. Tyler Reich's dominance isn't just admiration anymore, it's starting to raise serious suspicion. Rival teams are questioning the start Reich and 2,311 Racing have had in 2026. After 4 wins in 6 races, Some organizations are reportedly asking whether the number 45 car is fully compliant with NASCAR rules. The chatter is growing explosive. Sources say teams believe the competitive gap just doesn't make sense. There's even talk of an internal petition pushing NASCAR for a deeper technical review. One team executive said, "You do not just find that kind of speed across every track type without something being off." They specifically pointed to long-run pace, tire wear, and corner exit speed all on another level. That's not small talk. That's garage frustration boiling over. The focus is on three main things: unusual tire longevity compared to the field, superior acceleration off the corners, consistent long-run speed regardless of track conditions. Watching Reich handle Darlington after early issues, it's easy to see why people are talking. The number 45 team keeps finding speed when it matters most, and not just at one type of track. That's making other teams uncomfortable. Consistently performing like this is one thing. Doing it across multiple tracks is another level. NASCAR responded, saying, "All cars go through strict inspections before and after every race, and so far there are no findings indicating rule violations. Right now, it's suspicion, not proof." 2311. Racing is pushing back hard, stating they operate fully within the rules, and their performance comes from preparation, execution, and a strong team. And that makes sense. Great teams separate themselves with better people, smarter calls, and flawless execution. From a fan's perspective, this is one of the biggest storylines in the garage right now because it touches on competitive integrity. When one team gets this hot, especially early in the season, the rest of the field starts searching for answers, sometimes jealousy, sometimes frustration, sometimes genuine concern. NASCAR history proves this. When one car or team dominates consistently, the garage always talks. What makes this different? The noise is growing louder while Tyler Reddick just keeps winning. That's the heart of this two-story day. Tyler Reddick proved he's not just fast, he's tough, disciplined, and backed by a team that recovers when things go wrong. From electrical problems, lost track position, a failed cool suit, to outsmarting Brad Keselowski and outrunning RFK Racing, he added another Darlington win to a historic season. That's the kind of performance that makes a driver feel unstoppable. At the same time, that dominance is creating backlash across the garage. Rival teams are asking whether 2311 racing speed is just too good to be true. Pressure is everywhere. On Tyler Reddick to prove greatness isn't luck. On 2311 racing to keep winning under scrutiny. On NASCAR to ensure inspections are airtight. And on the rest of the field drivers like Keselowski, Buscher, Priest, Byron, Hosvar, Logano, Blaney, and Cindric to figure out how to close the gap before the season slips away. For fans, this is exactly the kind of moment that makes a season feel alive. Greatness, pressure, doubt, drama, garage politics, and real on-track results all crashing together. Whether you think Reddick and 2311 racing are simply that good, or that the garage has every right to ask tougher questions, one thing is clear. The entire NASCAR Cup Series is now chasing one team, one driver, and one story that keeps growing every week. So smash that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments, and tell us what you think about Tyler Reddick, 23XI Racing, Brad Keselowski, RFK Racing, and all the buzz around the No. 45 team. If you're a true NASCAR fan who loves real reactions and honest conversations, hit subscribe to NASCAR Race Central. This channel is brand new, aiming for 1,000 subscribers, and we want to grow it with fans who live and breathe this sport.